What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kim Congdon Takeover. I'm Kim Congdon. I'm here with my guest, Earl Skakel. What's up, Earl? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I love you.
I love you, too.
You're one of my favorite people.
Oh, my God.
We've never argued or had beef or anything.
We haven't.
That's because I respect you as a person and as a comic.
Yeah.
So that's rare.
Yeah.
In this business.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to respect a lot of comedians.
Oh, they're awful, but...
You know what it is? It's just like a lot of comedians are really good people. There are a lot that are sensitive souls and good people that are very caring, and none of them are famous. And you have to be a kind of you have to be a little dark.
Oh, yeah, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be fake.
Yeah. And
I'm none of those.
Yeah.
So, like, even when Joe asked me to do his podcast, this is where I fucked up. You would know because you've been on it a few times.
Yeah, I was like, yes, sir, I'll do it anytime. I love elk.
Oh, yeah, I love that buffalo burger, man. But he's like, call me tomorrow and we'll set it up. And I'm like, everyone asks him for something every day. I'm going to give him one day off of someone hitting him up for something. I'll call him in 2 days. And then when I called him, he forgot he told me to come on. So it's
so funny. He was like, he should have called me in one. You know what? I don't like him trying to alpha my days when I told him one.
That's how paranoid I am. I'm like, fuck, we haven't really talked since.
Dude.
But Dean Del Rey, and this is not a roast on him, he would have called him before he left the driveway that night.
Right. So. Well, I'm kind of more like that, and I feel like you are, and then I feel like sometimes, and then I'll do that. Like, I'll give him a few days, and then I'll text them to someone, and then if they don't text back, I do get in my own head. I'm like, was it weird I waited a few days? And then you're like all in your head about it, but honestly, I think everyone's just fucking busy on their own shit,
I'm just shy. You wouldn't think I am with the leather outfits and all that shit. But,
yeah, the leather and the pro wrestling thing and the big dick talk. The most shy guy I've ever seen. I've seen you shirtless more than I've seen most people shirtless at the con. You were taking your shirt off before Bert Kreischer.
Oh, long before. At open mics in Oxnard. So I get accused of ripping Bert off. It's like, I don't think Bert minds.
No. They call Earl the washing machine.
Yeah. See, that's why she just came up with that like that. So
no, but it's crazy. It's crazy to see how far those guys have gone, like Joe and Bert, and like it's fucking awesome to me. It's like very
Well, I root for them because they've always been nice to me.
Always, and, they're great.
Even Kill Tony is. I remember doing when they got rid of that guy who dressed up. I guess they don't say his name. That guy. They asked me to replace him, and. Was in the belly room in front of maybe 20 people. I'm like, this show is going nowhere. And look how wrong I
And now it's sold out Madison Square Garden.
The Forum.
Twice.
It's crazy.
It's fucking nuts. It's crazy to see what's happened with that show. All right, and here we are at the Kim Congdon Takeover, gonna paint a llama together.
Okay.
Are you down to do art? Do you do any art? This is what I think men are missing. A little creativity, like actual innocent, not trying to impress anyone creativity.
I mean, I did audition for Puppetry of the Penis.
What is that?
It's like origami with your dick. I learned characters.
Hold on. Puppetry of the Penis. Is this a real thing?
Oh, it's you guys have heard of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess you guys.
They did a South Park on it, too.
Do all men know about puppetry of?
I didn't. I just looked it up right here.
So I auditioned. If your dick is big enough, you can do the wristwatch. You have to come in with 3 characters or 3.
It's an SNL for big dicks.
Basically,
it's hog SNL.
So I did the wristwatch, the apple, and the bat swing.
What's the apple? I'm very
The apple is when if you grab your balls, and I know you're not probably thinking this is funny, but I know every guy in about 10 minutes is going to be doing this in their bathroom.
Okay.
You squeeze your balls and it comes out here and it looks like an apple.
It comes out where? You said just here. I don't know where here is.
Like you grab your balls.
Squeeze your...
Yeah.
Oh, it comes out of the top of your hand.
And it looks like an apple.
I'd call that. Can I give it a... Can I as a writer? I'd call it the ice cream cone.
Well, some people call it the atomic bomb.
Oh, that's violent. That's more manly than an ice cream cone. I guess you don't want to describe your balls as ice cream.
And then the bat swing, you grab your ball sack, and and you stretch it, and it looks just like a bat's wing.
Bat's wing.
And then the wristwatch is,
Yeah, that one speaks for itself.
I almost got kicked off of I'm Dying Up Here for showing Jake Lacey my wristwatch.
That's hilarious.
Because it was like a 20-hour shoot, the finale of season 1, and
about hour 18, you're like, you want to see a trick?
Yeah, we were all like delusional, and it was not a pleasant set because no one was really happy on it. So Jake Lacey is like the nicest guy, and he's a family man. He was the bad guy on White Lotus season 1. He was like the dicky husband.
Okay.
So I thought, I'm going to make him laugh. I'm probably never going to see him again. So I just whipped out my dick. And I'm like, hey, Jake, do you know what time it is? My watch isn't working. And he's like, dude, get away from me.
Was he mad for real?
No, he loved it. Like he was just like, he's a family guy. This is not roast battle. Yeah. Like, we're showing each other our dicks.
I like in 5 years from now, they're going to be pulling this clip. Like, see, he admitted it all along. He raped Jake Lacey.
I'm not a pedophile.
He wristwatch raped Jake Lacey.
Can someone accuse me of something? I need more spots.
Yeah.
Here's how it works. Like, you get theater gigs. If,
as soon as you get canceled, that's when you know you're about to make it. That's what it is.
I mean,
because they're digging for your shit.
I'm not big enough to be canceled. Yeah, we're going to take away his 1 a.m. spot.
We're going to get that guy working at 2.
Yeah, we're going to have that guy.
If it's the last thing I do, Earl Skakel's getting the 1:15 instead of the 1.
Well, I mean, never mind. I'm not going to mention names, but if some people show up, the spots are a lot later.
What do you mean? Oh, like it takes long. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to mention any names.
Oh, so there are some comedians that will pop in.
Yes, so just unannounced,
free as a bird.
That's happened to you, I'm assuming.
A bad. So yeah.
And do you get mad or like you just?
Yeah, no, I kind of have settled into my bitterness.
Me too. I love it.
Is the best way to say it. Is like I'm almost so comfortable with how bitter I am that I'm not bitter anymore. It kind of solved itself. I'm just kind of like, if I have to wait, I'm like, whatever. I'll go smoke some pot and hang out or whatever. It sucks when you're tired and you just want to be home.
But see, I don't think you're bitter. I think you're honest.
There's
a big difference.
Yeah.
I get labeled bitter all the time. I'm like, I'm the happiest guy at the Comedy Store.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
You got money, a big pee-pee,
Earl Skakel does have it all. You're literally a Kennedy, right?
Yes. Well,
am I right?
Skakel, we have more money than the Kennedys.
Really?
It is weird that my cousin is running for president.
Can you get my sister pregnant and just so we can have family money? She's 22.
I'm staying away from young girls.
That's a green flag. You can fuck her.
I've learned. I've learned my lesson. It never works. Of course, every girl.
She's mature.
Every girl's younger than me.
So the Skakels have more money than the Kennedys.
Well, the Kennedys were just like bootleggers, and now they just go around the country giving speeches. Like,
so wait, are you related to the Kennedys?
Yeah, my aunt is Ethel, who was married to Bobby.
Not Aunt Ethel Kennedy.
Maybe you and I should get married. I mean, I'm going to die soon. You can just get my money.
How soon?
I mean, who knows? Another 2 years in comedy, I'll want to jump off the building. This business sucks, man. Like, not everyone is like her, where you can tell we get along.
Yeah.
I'm not trying. Have I ever been creepy with you?
No, never.
Have I ever slid into your DMs?
No.
And you're hot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't, but like.
I'm kind of offended now. It's like hurting.
Oh, I'll send you a DM right after this podcast. Hey, come over tonight after you smoke pot and can't say no. No, I'm just
Is
kidding.
that how pot works?
Well, it's the pot I get.
The pot you get is roofie.
It's called the Epstein.
Yeah.
That guy was out of control.
Yeah, what an animal, huh?
I just think it's funny. I wish I would have been in the room when Michael Jackson came over. Like, you imagine how the two greatest pedophiles of all time.
They would have had a pedophile off. My kid's younger. No, my kid's younger.
But like Michael Jackson looked around and was like, "Where's the dick?" Like, I'm out.
Not enough dick for me.
I mean, that's like Wayne Gretzky and I don't know LeBron James. Just chopping it up.
Yeah, it's a little different, but
I mean, yeah, I'm sure Wayne Gretzky's like
different kind of balls they're holding.
Edit my name out of this podcast. All right, Lois.
Dude, I really want to confirm who was on that island fucking kids. Like, I know that they put the list out, but it's still like, the thing that's fucked up is it's still kind of a blur because, like, you could have gone to Epstein Island and not fucked a kid. You could have gone with your celebrity friends to a celebrity island and partied for the weekend.
Just to get a tan.
Just to go, yeah, a couple times. You know what I mean?
Well, they even said my cousin running for president was on not the island, but he took Epstein's plane to go to North Dakota for like elk hunting. All the planes.
This is how Earl tells us he's on the list. He's like, my cousin also named Earl Skakel.
Yeah,
Ethel Skakel's cousin.
There's 2 Earl Skakels out there. That's wild.
That's fucking crazy.
It says comedian.
Kevin Spacey, he picked up on me once at a strip club.
Did he?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was Crazy Girls on, was it La Brea and Sunset?
Oh, we know Crazy Girls.
I bet you do. And,
George Perez used to DJ there, I think.
Oh, really? Oh, I could see that.
During the day. One time I called him and the music was all loud. And he was like, hold on. Keep shaking your ass, Beaches. Hang on, Kim.
I've been there in the afternoon slot. It's rough. It's like potluck at a strip club. It's like,
I guess that's a bad slot to have.
I mean, I used to go when I had to pick up someone at the airport. I would go to Nudes, which is where Carl's Jr. is now, and imagine the health rating of that Carl's Jr. And
you can just get in here. No pressure to art or not to art.
No. I mean, I'm horrible at art, but like,
I want to hear more about Ethel. To be honest,
Ethel's the best. I only see her.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, I think she's 83.
God damn.
And
what was it like to grow up rich?
Well, we were like the Addams family. I'm not putting it in this, am I?
I mean, I am,
I'm
but
drink
you don't
out of
drink.
that. Oh, okay.
Here, you can use mine.
Yeah, I can get you more.
No, it's all good.
We'll get you another water to drink.
Glass right here.
We weren't really rich. We just grew up in a rich neighborhood.
But you are rich.
Well, I mean, rich to me is Rogan or Russell Peters. You know, when you have like 6 cars that are worth $100 grand.
Okay, is it rude to ask what kind of rich you are?
Well,
because I've always thought you were like, in my head, you're rich.
No, rich.
But I also grew up poor, so any kind of money is rich. You know what I mean?
I mean, rich to me was like my neighbors growing up. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
OJ
Simpson?
Yeah. Before he moved to Brentwood, he was in Bel Air.
The fact that OJ Simpson is your neighbor is rich.
Stallone. I used to see him jogging. And he was, this is when he was dating, just so people don't think I'm bullshitting. Not that I would do that. Susan Anton, the tennis player. And then...
Are you serious?
James Caan. Who else?
I don't know who that is. James Caan.
You don't know who James Caan is?
No, I don't. You would be shocked at how few actors and comedians I know.
Do you guys know who James Caan is?
Can't say I do.
Oh my God.
Who is that?
Pretty famous actor. He was in The Godfather 1 and 2.
Never seen them.
I just saw them all for the first time.
Oh, were they good?
The first one's amazing.
Oh, okay. The second one's
second one's good. Third one
I think it's like you'll recognize his face.
Well, look at like
I know that guy. I know that guy.
James, I mean, he's pretty iconic.
Yeah, he's the dad in Elf.
Yeah, I mean, see, I know him as that's the generation gap. I know him as, from like Michael Mann's Thief.
I'm like, that guy's an Oscar-winning actor as the dad in Elf.
And
that's my hero, actually.
Kim knows him as the dad from Elf.
It is. It is.
And then who else? It was. I mean, every neighbor was famous. The drummer from the Stray Cats.
Never heard of the Stray Cats, but that's a good name for a band.
He got a lot of pussy. So Barry Manilow. I went to Barry Manilow's house as a child.
You would have been in a band growing up. Is that true?
No, I'm not musically inclined.
Really?
I have no musical talent. Even though my friend...
You seem like you would.
I'm not good with multitasking, so like my friend who drums for Slash, I'm not name dropping, it's just he's one of my best friends.
That's what they used to call me in college.
Name drop Congdon?
No.
Oh, Slash. Oh.
Name drop Congdon is funny.
That's a weird
That's meaner
name.
than Slash, honestly.
He tried to teach me drums, and he's like a musical savant. Like,
oh shit.
And he's like, dude, stick to comedy.
He's like, you don't have it. Drums are hard. You have to do 2 things at a time.
It's really 4 now if you do the double bass. So you.
Oh, they added a thing.
The good drummers can double bass.
That's what I like about drums.
Like,
probably too many people got into it, and they said, add a thing.
Yeah.
Let's get these people out of here. That's what we need to do. A stand up.
Oh, I'd love to get rid of some of the
Add a
people who
thing.
stand up.
Let's get some of the people out of here.
They should make people follow Rick Ingraham or Ian Bagg. It's like if you do well after them.
Dude, if you're a comedy fan and you don't know who Rick Ingraham is, you're absolutely missing out. I don't know what else to say.
But like him doing
He's a
crowd
treat.
work is, and Ian.
You can plug the Comedy Store podcast.
Oh, check out the Comedy Store podcast. Rick
And,
Ingraham and Eleanor Kerrigan.
2 of the best.
Two of the best.
If you can follow Eleanor after, she does more material and crowd work, like more set jokes than. But
Eleanor, I will say this. Eleanor deserves everything.
oh,
She's
yeah.
just like deserves. I wish she would have fucking blew up.
I mean, it's still a time, for
Yeah.
older comics now, and I say that as probably the oldest comic up here, other than Holtzman. Now with podcasts and like YouTube streams,
Yeah, that's true.
it's
Yeah. Guys, check out Eleanor Kerrigan and Rick Ingraham. They're fucking awesome. They have the podcast together. They do the Comedy Store podcast together. Yeah, they're great. You've been around. You've probably seen some crazy shit here.
I mean, I don't know if I'm
years.
allowed to talk about what I've seen here.
What is there anything you can talk about? Any secret stuff? Any fun stories?
I mean, I'm already behind the 8 ball with certain managers here, so I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty well-known story that I don't think upper management would mind. But one night, me and Don Barris are on stage. I don't know why I'm just doing the tale.
It's okay. It's a very beautiful tale.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
No, I'm gonna put a swastika
You can bring your
on
chair
this side.
closer
Oh,
if you
okay.
want.
Well, my voice is so deep that I
You can
don't.
move this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can adjust you.
I bet.
Don't worry. You don't have to do tense art. You can relax. We're just arting. Look at me, Earl. We're just arting for fun.
But I'm.
Look at me in the eyes for longer than 1 second.
I
we're,
can't.
we're arting for
You
fun.
are hot. I'll tell you.
You've
that
never
much.
looked at me for that long. I feel like you just realized. I just saw it hit you. I really watched
Like,
a
damn,
moment.
your skin's good. One night, Ari Shafir, of course, it's already a good story.
Already.
Him and Dan Madonia were arguing who had the bigger dick.
Very
and
funny. I think I've heard this story.
there was a porn, well, not star, but a
Not
lady
star.
who did adult cinema in the room.
Okay.
Of course, she was friends with Tripoli. Tripoli's like, get up there and suck him off, and we'll see who's got the bigger dick. So while me and Don are doing the
Casual straight men behavior.
well, there's about 3 people in the room. So she gets Ari and Dan up there. She's yanking on their dicks like slinkies, and
Ew.
neither one could get hard. And I don't blame them. I mean, because people started flying into the room, and in about 5 minutes, it was packed.
Oh, everyone just heard about it.
Yeah, it was just like that shampoo commercial. You tell 2 friends, they tell 2 friends, and it was just like, Lois, be nice. And then she stayed on stage for about 40 minutes taking questions completely naked.
No.
And PJ Stansberry freaked her out.
Classic.
I know. If you know who PJ Stansberry is, you'll understand the story. He tried to take a picture of her no-no area. Like, just jams the cell phone, like, hey, and then she's like, I got to get out of here. So this girl could be on stage completely naked, blowing 2 guys. That's fine.
But when you take a picture, well, yeah, the proof's in the pudding, sweetie.
Oh, I
And she
mean-
didn't want that pudding out there.
Oh, it was out there.
Her pudding
like
was out.
Arby's number 5.
No.
So nasty.
I don't think they would allow that right now, like at the store.
It's a different era at the store.
Yeah, I'm glad I made it to witness a few of those. I mean, I think I was around during that time. I just think I wasn't there during that day.
I mean, this was, I think, right before I got passed.
What year was
like
that?
2014.
Yeah, I would have been here. I got here 2011. Isn't that crazy?
I know. I mean, I got here in 2000, and I saw Brody Stevens make a kid cry.
That's so funny.
It's so. I mean, I can't do a good Brody, but this is in the dark days of Potluck when it was Danish and O'Neill hosting, and so if you were unfunny, you were exposed. And this kid had bombed, and he knew he bombed, and he kind of meekly walked off the stage, and Brody was like, "Where are you from, kid?" And the kid meekly was like, "La Jolla." And Brody's like, "Well, that drive just got a lot longer." And he started crying and just ran out of the room. Can you just make sure she doesn't go up the stairs? Okay. And I was like, I don't think I'm ready for this place.
Oh, that's so funny.
But now knowing Brody like I know him, it's funny to me.
Yeah.
But back then I was like, this guy's a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, comics are dicks.
Yeah, they are, but some of them shouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. This is like a high school that we've been stuck in for
100%.
What feels like we died in high school and we're stuck in like this weird high school purgatory, but we're all still aging. But like mentally, comics are always the same. Like they don't really change much, unfortunately.
You nailed it, because I mean that's why I had to leave Roast Battle, was because you date someone from Roast Battle, and oh Jesus,
and it becomes real. It becomes a real battle.
And then 2 weeks later, well, I battled 2 girlfriends. A month later, we both broke up. But
so don't insult your girlfriend publicly on stage, guys.
Well, with the last one, we didn't tell each other the jokes, but I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go hard on you. I'm gonna call you fat, and she's like, I'm gonna call you old. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
And then after the battle, it was like, fuck you,
she
man.
was like, you think I'm fat? That would have been me. No, I dated a guy I roasted too. That's how me and Lewis met.
But like you guys, I think get the vibe of the show at that time.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, we did. We knew that it was like a bit. Because
of the 2 girls I battled that were quite a bit younger than me, I think that they looks like this thing's having a period on the side of my side.
Is it? I'm very excited at the end of this to flip and see what's going on your side.
I mean, I can already tell your side's going to be a lot better, but I'm not. My vision's not the best, so I'm not exactly going in the line.
Remember, Earl?
Colorblind, right?
Yes.
Earl, look at me in the eyes. We're arting for fun.
Your eyes? Oh no, I'm just kidding. I mean, you have a great body. I've never really looked at I'm not trying to be creepy, but like, because usually when someone says they're not trying to be creepy, they're creepy.
That's the creepiest thing, dude. Aren't you so happy that you don't have to live life as a woman?
I mean, yeah.
And no.
But, morning boners are pretty painful.
Oh, boo fucking who.
Yeah, but they hurt. Like,
do they? Are blue balls real? Like, does it actually hurt? Or are guys just saying that because they want to get fucked?
No, it hurts because...
because you want to get fucked.
Well, yeah, it hurts mentally because you want to blow it out, but...
Ew. Blow it out.
Maybe I should try some different colors. I'm looking a little mono. But it's like blue balls. It's like someone's grabbing your balls and they're not letting go.
Is that true?
Yeah, at least I don't know what other. But it's like there's a pressure in your balls, and it hurts too much to jack off, so you just have to let it pass. No. You guys have pressure to come? I mean, I don't think I've ever.
It's like if you pump. It's like if you pump like a super soaker.
Okay.
And then you don't blast off, and all the pressure's right there.
Oh. Whoa, yeah, that's a really good description.
This guy's creepy as fuck. Never thought you come like a super soaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my producer. He comes like the old producer coming like a super soaker. Tale as old as time. Everybody else's producer says they come like a super soaker as well.
I wonder how I get these nicknames.
Yeah, the super soaker Lee. That'd be a good name for a porn star.
Be a good name for a wrestler too.
Yeah, what would their finishing move be?
Yeah. Oh, you know what it is.
Just blowing a load in the guy's
into the
face.
Air like a volcano, and then the guy chokes on the cum and dies.
Although my friend, he wrestles for XPW, which is the really violent, like it's like WWE with no budget.
Whoa.
And his character.
That sounds fun.
Well, his character is he's a gay wrestler, and his name is Angel, the hardcore homo. And his finishing move is, like when you pin a wrestler that, they're on their back. And when he hits his finisher, they get on all fours and stick their ass in the air, and he pumps them 3 times. It's pretty
Three
funny.
is a good number. He knows the comedic timing of the rule of thirds.
100%.
So I already believe in his bit. Just by the fact that he pumps 3 times.
I mean, you coming from Puerto Rico, you must have did you grow up with wrestling? Because it's pretty popular there.
Yeah, I grew up with my cousin Brad, and he was really into wrestling. I grew up into wrestling, but as much as a girl could be.
Right.
So I was into the wrestling. I had a poster of the Hardy Brothers on my wall.
They're still wrestling.
They were so hot to me when I was younger. I was I want to marry. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to marry. I was in love with them. So I did that. If you had a finishing move, what do you think it would be?
Let me see. Oh, I would.
The wristwatch. It's a career ender.
Hey, Dolph Ziggler, check out this move. That would be a weird one. Probably hit the guy in the face with my dick 3 times.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Call it I don't know. You're funnier than I am. What would that be called?
Dick in the face.
Yeah, the dick in the face finisher. It's pretty self-explanatory.
The 3 times dick in the face slappy.
Yeah, the slappy.
The most uncreative name. The slappy. The happy slappy.
Because wrestling fans are, I would say, homophobic. To a degree.
So you'd have to be extra gay just to piss them off. It's also fun to piss off a wrestling fan. That's kind of the lore, right?
Yeah, I think it would be funny. They had these 2 guys, Billy and Chuck, who were getting, it was a gay marriage.
Whoa.
And it was real. I mean, they went on late night talk shows like Letterman and they were really playing into it being real.
Gross. Just kidding.
And so they have the gay ceremony. It's the big pay-per-view, and the priest is you may now pronounce Chuck your husband, and the guy's about to say, he's hey man, this has gone too far. This is just an act. I mean, we're not gay. And the whole crowd erupted as if it would be the worst thing in the world if they were gay.
No.
And then they started going, homos, not hormones.
Is this true?
Yeah, it's all on TV.
What?
Of course, I had the guy on my podcast. I go for the big guests.
That's how I was with Gypsy Rose. I was please, let me talk to you.
The 90s?
Yeah, it's a big. If you look up Billy and Chuck gay wedding angle, I don't know if you guys can.
Is this where the movie came from? The Adam Sandler movie?
I don't think so. I don't think the Sandman.
Chuck and Larry. Billy and Chuck. It kind of sounds like he took it.
Well, I mean, being gay was a punchline in the 90s.
All right, guys, let's take a moment from the podcast to talk about one little sister. It's a lube ad. That's right. Lube it up. It's actually the fanciest lube in the world. It's motherfucking Mochi Melt. Mochi Melt is a newer company, and they're making these water-based lubricant. They're a company that's making a water-based lubricant. I don't know why that's so hard to say, but I really like the packaging. I don't know if you've ever seen lube packaging before, but usually it's in neon colors. It comes really bright. This is sleek. You want to give it a little taste?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Are they the same flavors?
No, this is the honeydew. They actually taste really good. Flavored lube. That's not bad, right? They kind of taste like a lollipop.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. You want to try watermelon?
Mm-hmm.
Here, we'll do a little. This is called the horny mukbang. That one kind of hits. And then one more, the strawberry.
Gosh.
Now, what if I were to tell you these have been used?
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding.
But
they are good,
They're
right?
really good.
They taste really good. They actually taste like it's not lube and it's like food you eat or put onto something. I would put this on my ice cream. It is the Lubie Baton of lube. Beautiful packaging, nice, sleek. You could put it in with your shampoos. You can't even tell. So go to mochimelt.com. You use promo code TB15 to make sure you get 15% off your order. Again, is it mochimelt.com or co? It's mochimelt.com. Mochimelt.com and use KC15 for 15% off your order. Again, this is one of the companies that really supports podcasting. They put out a great product. So we put out a free show if you could support and maybe get a little gift for your loved one. tell him that I sent you. All right, let's get back into the show.
No, yeah, that's but there is if you cut that's my buddy.
So this is your gay buddy who fake married his friend.
No, he's straight in real life.
I mean your straight buddy who fake
storyline.
Okay.
The minister, he had a tag team called 3 Minute Warning. They were the bad guys and they would beat up everyone. So now you can
dead silent on the podcast.
I've seen that 1,000 times, and I'm like, it's my first time.
That was very entertaining, I will say.
It's like if you're gonna talk over it, it's one thing, but just to
watch TV on the podcast.
You're right. We're just watching a show together silently now. Have you
painting?
Because I had the minister on my podcast, and because he was like a huge deal in the wrestling world, and he told me he was walking around backstage. And nobody knew it was him. Like, nobody knew. Not even the 2 guys playing the gay guys.
In the old suit.
Yeah. He's like, I wanted it to be authentic when I took off the mask. And
I mean, that was pretty authentic. I got tricked.
I mean, for wrestling.
But
now,
have you seen the video of the wrestler that spit at the little girl?
Yeah, but he did it.
And then it was on purpose or what? It was fake?
He did it in character.
Oh, he did? Wait, no.
Because he's a bad guy.
Yeah, but you can't spit at a child. And then the dad beat him up. Can we pull that up?
Yeah, this might be. I thought you were talking about MJF, who's like a Jewish bad guy.
No, there is a wrestler, like not professional wrestling.
Oh, okay, then I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, let's pull it up. Wrestler spits at little girl, and then the dad fucking just goes after the dude.
This will probably give flashbacks of the wrestling podcast. We got about 10 people watching, and it's like, God, no more wrestling talk, please. I thought I was done with that Skakel. Son of a bitch. I think I was at this show, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I think this is it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, just take it off.
I would have done the same shit.
I mean,
you can't spit at a child. That's crazy.
It looks like it was gum.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
Wait,
what it
can
was.
you-
If you
I
spit
mean,
at my kid, we have a problem.
I was at this show. I know.
Were you at the show for real?
No. There's one more thing I want to show you guys that I was at, but I know this isn't a wrestling podcast, but
It's okay.
you will love this clip. Can you look up New Jack, Vic Grimes, where these 2 guys had beef with each other in real life.
Really?
And because Vic Grimes had done a stunt, or he backed out of a stunt he was supposed to do with New Jack, and New Jack got hurt. So New Jack planned his revenge. So they're on a scaffold match.
But is this a real revenge? Or
This is a real
wrestling
revenge. So they're up on the scaffold and they're doing their moves, and then New Jack takes out a taser.
Without planning it?
Yeah, and he tases the guy, and the guy's like, I can't feel my legs. And New Jack was like, don't worry, you won't need them. And
he really tried to kill him?
That's the stunt they fucked up. And then if you look up a scaffold match, like he didn't want to go. And he's like, I'm not going. And then,
whoa.
So he lands on his head, and like his brain was bleeding out of his ears.
You were here?
I was at the scaffold match.
Okay.
You were at the first one that caused the beef.
No, I was at the second one.
Oh, the second one, the revenge one.
It was like a wrestling open mic. There was like 100 people there.
Was the guy in a wheelchair by that point? He comes in, and that's why he got tased?
No, they're up there wrestling, standing on the scaffold, and the scaffold
That's
is so
fucking nuts.
Yes. That's the scaffold.
That was really high.
And then
What's up with this dude's head?
Oh my God.
he headbutted me at a comedy show.
Ew.
He's like, "You a funny motherfucker."
And then he headbutted
Yeah,
you?
and-
Is that how wrestlers compliment you?
That's how the brothers. Now, I know we'll keep talking so we don't. Well, it's XPW. I'm sure.
Oh, shit. There they are. So they're hitting each other.
So that he tases him right here, like really tased him, and you could see like the scaffold moving. So it's not very well up.
Jesus.
Oh my.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That was like right there. I think that was my head in the shot.
That's insane. So did he get charged or
No.
anything? How?
Because the other guy was like, I deserved it.
It's for the bit.
That's nuts.
And look how empty the arena is. You imagine doing that? A packed arena, maybe. I could see,
How many
okay.
people do you think were there?
They didn't even open the second tier.
It was so empty that you could hear people's conversations on the other side of
Crazy
the...
that you were there.
Well, I was a loser back then, so like I wasn't really into chicks back then. I was like, yeah, I want to go to wrestling. Believe me.
Did you get a lot of girls growing up?
I think it started... I started doing better with girls when I got past here.
Oh, yeah, that'll help.
Well, it's just, you know, I'm sure you get audience members not creeping on you, but DM, hey, you were really good tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go to dinner or whatever?
Yeah.
And then with Roast Battle, you know, when I was like, I guess a featured part of the show, it was a popular show. So, you know, I did all right for myself.
Yeah. I know. I've even like, it's so funny because like I know the guys like love to bring girls to the Comedy Store to be like, I'm passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it does help. And even I can't say that I haven't brought a guy here and been like,
it's a flex.
let's just walk into the kitchen. I don't have to ask.
100%.
You're like,
Do you want a beer? We don't have to pay for it.
we don't have to pay for it. They're like, you what?
But
You
even
don't?
like the other night, this girl comes up to me with her boyfriend.
You literally get free beer here?
I know. You know Red Band? Boom, boom, boom. This girl comes up to me with a pretty big boyfriend.
Do you know Dane Cook?
Do you know? Well, I don't want to say that name.
Okay.
He was after Dane.
Who was?
You know.
You mumble things like a World War II grandfather, but about comedy. You're like, no, we can't bring up Dane Cook. That was 1996. I'm like, okay.
No, his like when I say who was Dane after Dane, who do you think of?
Dane after Dane?
Yeah. Like who basically?
Kevin Hart.
Oh. Hey, he judged me at Roast Battle. He said, I like your racist jokes. I'm like, finally.
Finally someone does.
It's definitely a joke that couldn't be said today, I'll tell you that much. But because I was battling this gay guy, Tom Ballard, the legend of Tom Ballard, and I was like, Tom's taking...
Is he alive still?
Oh yeah, he's awesome. He's not the 80s.
Oh.
And like Tom's taking more shots to the back than Kevin's unarmed cousin, and
that's great.
You know, he was giving me the "we're not worthy to that." I'm like, okay, the brothers like it. But who was Dane after Dane? Like when Dane hit his run?
I don't know who.
I mean,
you didn't want to say it, and then you moved on, and then you came back.
Well, I want her to say it, and then I can.
I see. Oh.
And then I can go, yeah. You know, remember back? He loved women. He loved women. He had a posse of women.
Crystalia.
You know, bingo. Now I can say the name and not be the bad guy.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Crystalia.
We'll do Some Edit Magic, yeah.
Yeah, just go Chris beep Ia.
Yeah, Chris beep Ia. Hit him with the Ia.
Well, because I had Bruce Gray. I have a Michael Jackson joke where I say the F word. You know, it rhymes with bag. Mm-hmm. And Bruce Bruce edited it where you hear like, you know, Bruce Gray, for all your editing needs. I'm sure you're a good editor as well, my man. But
hey, I know Bruce.
So this is looking quite. I got to be honest.
Are you proud of yours?
Turned out better than I thought.
Isn't it kind of fun?
Let me just. Sorry, I don't mean to.
No worries. Isn't it kind of fun to do art?
I mean, I haven't done this in.
Isn't it therapeutic?
It is.
And doesn't it make it easier to talk?
Well,
it feels like you're in therapy, kind of.
Well, I feel comfortable.
I'm like, tell me more
you.
about Chris Beeplia.
I mean, yeah.
We should just call him Chris Beeplia.
Well, I was asked once to break up a potential fight between them at the Improv.
Between him and who? Dane
I guess
Cook?
him and Dane were about
That's
to go at it
hilarious.
because Dane was mad Chris got to go on first or something. I don't know. And Rita's like, Earl, you got to break up. They're going to fight, and you're the only comic who works out. So.
That's actually true. Earl Skakel is literally the only comic that works out.
Well, I mean, Rogan, I'm not putting myself on. Someone asked me, because I'm a big wrestling fan, and there's the Royal Rumble coming up. Earl, name 20 comics who would be in a real-life fight Royal Rumble. And it was tough. I could only name about 7 guys who'd be capable of.
What's a Royal Rumble?
It's when the match starts. One guy walks out there, and then every 2 minutes, another guy comes out. And that's when I had the minister on my podcast, because he's like, in comedy terms, he's the booker. I said, hey, I got a great idea. I'm killing with this guy for 2.5 hours. And I rarely kill. You know, I do okay, but I was excited to have a celebrity who said yes to coming to my house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I got this great idea, because his best friend still is Hulk Hogan.
Whoa.
And Hulk Hogan had some problems with his views on certain minorities.
Yeah, I heard about it.
And I'm like, hey, I got a great idea to rehab Hulk Hogan's reputation, as you have Hulk Hogan wrestle every black wrestler on the roster. It's a Royal Rumble where they come out every 2 minutes. Well, probably every 4.5.
Some every 6.
And and some even later than that. And,
some show up the next week.
He just looks at me. Now, keep in mind, I'm killing with this guy for 2.5 hours. He's like, I gotta go, dude.
It became too much.
I get it. I mean, I'm not Anthony Cumia or anything, but like, geez, that guy goes hard.
I've heard he's gone a little crazy on the internet. I really like. Well, I mean, Cumia has always been nice to me. I don't.
Oh, so you know who he is?
Yeah. I've done podcasts with him and stuff, and he's been always really nice to me. But I've never seen the things he said. I believe that they're true, obviously, but it's so crazy.
I mean, I think he made so much money on his radio show back in the day that he is literally the definition of no fucks given.
Yeah, he's over it. He's like, I can live forever with the money that I have, and now I'm going to say whatever I want.
But where Opie, his partner, is more like, I'll do a podcast, but I'm not going to say what you say.
Right.
And nobody listens to it.
Fuck. Did you wrestle in high school too? You're like so obsessed with wrestling. I'm trying to figure out where this came from.
I mean, I thought it was real. You got to understand, like, in my era, there was no internet.
Yeah, there was nothing to debunk anything.
So, like, Kamala, the Ugandan giant, you thought he was from
Harris?
Uganda. No, well, the funny thing is, his last name is Harris.
Really?
James Kamala Harris.
Wow.
So, and I met him, and that's when I knew wrestling was fake, because he was speaking to me in English. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
I would really hope that I would be included in your future Royal Rumble. I got to tell you.
Well, I did mention you.
Did you?
Because I thought, okay, well, Rogan, he'd probably be the favorite to win it. Just because he's like a 5th degree black belt or something.
Yeah.
Me, Aaron Berg.
Oh, that'd be good.
Lewis.
Yeah. Sakamiko.
Zach, yeah. You got to go with different body types. You know, Bruce, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Hinchcliffe, he could wrestle, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah. And he would be a good villain.
Yeah. And then Sakamiko would probably sit on him or something. And then I
crushed the young king.
Oh, Amico. I told him to.
It was all part of the bit.
Who else? Ryan O'Neal, who's a kind of a dark horse.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Because he put me in it's not Krav Maga, it's not jiu-jitsu. What's the plum clinch? So what that?
What the fuck is that?
That's
men keep making up new forms to fight with.
No, but you're a jiu-jitsu girl, right?
Yeah. What's
the move where it's the Thai plum clinch where you grab the head so you basically can't, your opponent can't go back, so you can
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I don't know. We just call it a clinch, but.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just adding in a fruit.
Yeah, you're like a Thai. It's like you're adding in the kind of women you're into. You're like Thai, young, fit.
I
clinch.
mean, I don't really, have a type.
Do you not?
I mean, these two yoga teachers I take class from, they're like, you're so cool. We want to set you up with someone. I'm like, I'm not around girls my age, so I usually date girls who look like you guys, and they're in their mid-20s. And they were like a little creeped out by that.
They're like, anyways.
Like, never mind.
You were like a dad to us until now.
Well, how about being an uncle?
Do you have a girlfriend right now?
No, I had,
a girl. No.
No.
Hell yeah. It happens, dude.
Well, it's
Let me tell you, when you're out of a relationship, you're miserable, and when you're in one, you're miserable.
100%.
So,
But I'm okay being.
just be okay with being miserable. I say.
I mean, I can be alone, but not lonely.
Oh yeah.
Like I play video games. Like
I play video games too. What do you play?
I only play the sports games. So Madden.
I like Madden.
Well, it's just so realistic. It's like you're controlling an actual game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so realistic that after my first game with the Raiders, 2 got arrested for sodomy. So
Shut up.
Hello. Great. I'm doing bits. And
Not sodomy, please.
that's a Skakel classic there. If you want to see that.
The old Skakel sodomy bit.
Come to the store at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Well, if certain comics aren't here, you might see me at midnight. But
Chris Beep Leah.
yeah. I don't know. Get started. It's, I should work on the face. How much are we on a clock here? Like,
What are we at?
oh,
We're at like 47.
okay. So,
We got about 5 more
oh
minutes.
fuck, I better get moving.
I'm just perfecting mine.
Not me. I'm just. Is this black?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah. I don't want to get in trouble here. I mean, I walked into some store in Melrose the other day. They were selling. Of course, I took offense to it. The band, the Dead Kennedys.
Oh.
And they have like swastikas as their logo. It's
Whoa.
like, this is a little hardcore, even for my.
Even for my taste. That's crazy.
I'm gonna draw a little black by the booty hole.
Oh, that's nice that you made it a butthole.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you almost ready to reveal?
I mean, give me 2 more minutes. 2 more
Okay,
minutes.
the panic.
I got to.
The hesitation in wanting to do art at first, then to 2 more minutes. I'm telling you, everyone can get into doing art.
No, it is like you kind of go, okay. It's not great by any stretch.
No,
I'm
but
not
it's
gonna lie to
fun.
you.
It's fun.
But if I didn't like you,
This would be miserable.
oh, it'd be horrible. I'm like, hey, I gotta go.
Yeah, can we stop painting your fucking horse, bitch?
There's the asshole. That's what I did.
I did one asshole,
Yeah.
and I tried to imagine yours the whole time. You're like, oh,
I'm gonna.
thank you
I'm not
for
into
coming on.
the butt stuff, but
Oh, you're not.
are you? I mean, like, I don't want to get too like wild on this thing, but are you into the booty?
Like my booty? No. Or other guys' booties? No.
Well, I mean, I've only had anal sex once.
In your anal?
No, I'm exit only back there.
Oh,
And
Exit only.
I didn't even know I was back there.
Yeah, you. Oh my God, how loose was the hole?
And that's the crazy thing. It's like, how bad was her no-no area that I thought I was in it, and I was in the mud hut.
Whoa.
So she's like, Earl, you've got to slow down. I'm like, why? We're vibing right now. She's like, you're not in my pussy. I'm like, oh.
No.
Well, being into butt stuff is kind of pick me, right? Every girl I know is like,
Yeah. I don't actually believe women when they're like, I love it. I'm like, I just have a hard time believing you love a dick in your butt.
Well, it's got to be like square peg, round hole. Like
It's like saying you love getting the flu shot. Like, I love the feeling of getting a shot. It's like you might like the feeling of not having the flu.
Can I turn it around just for a second?
Yeah,
Just
of
to do
course.
the face. So
Yeah.
I'm not like cheating. Well, if you got a big hog, it can't be pleasurable for the woman, right?
Right.
Oh, maybe it
I'm
can
like,
be.
I don't know. It can be. It depends on how big.
Well, I know.
Oh, no,
like,
the butt. You mean the butt?
Yeah.
No, yeah, the butt, no.
I mean, I know the thing is, it's so wet down there at that point that it's
The butt is wet?
It's like slip and slide.
I know nothing about having sex with a woman.
Skakel, I guess.
I mean, well, listen, I'm not Jack Napier,
The butt is wet?
who has like
even-
a 13-inch hog.
Just everything's wet.
That's
When girls get really wet, even their butt gets wet?
well, no, because the vajayjay juice gets
It drips down
it drips
already.
down, and then the sweat, and like it's a free for all.
Whoa.
If the guy
it is.
knows what
You don't
he's
know
doing.
what juices you're juicing at that
Yeah,
point.
I mean, you might have some strawberry juice down there.
Whoa. Fuck.
Uh,
Would you go down on a girl if she was on her period?
I've done it before. They didn't tell me, and then
They didn't tell you.
I
Seems like some information you should disclose.
well, this girl was a real hoe. She
she wanted you to do your thing, and
Oh, well, I thought, man, it's a little salty down here, but
No.
it's not like what didn't smell or anything. And then I went to the restroom and my face, I looked like I'd been in a pie eating contest. And, you know, it wasn't. But the worst was when a girl, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic here.
Get graphic. What is it? It's not fucking PBS Kids.
We're at the end of the episode.
Okay.
If people are still here, they're
So-
ready to hear something a little graphic.
This girl ate my ass for about
Whoa, I didn't expect that. Okay.
for about 27 minutes. Now, you might say, well, that's kind of a weird thing to remember. Like, was there an NBA shot clock by your bedroom?
It's a long time.
But the hockey game was on, and she started at 20 in the third period, and then Anjay Kopitar
No.
scored with 7
You
minutes
watched
in
the whole game
overtime.
while she was eating her
100%, 100%.
You watched the whole game enough to remember the game while she was eating her ass.
With your legs up.
Ladies, this is why
No.
you shouldn't eat a man's ass. They don't appreciate it. He's in here watching if I was down in a dude's fucking gross ass taint,
I know, it's nasty.
and it's
And
some
I'm
dude's
clean.
vile taint, yeah.
Like, I've got the shower head that squirts the water up your ass, like supersonic speed.
Right.
And then she tries to kiss me.
Oh no.
I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding, honey.
You did 27 minutes
Yeah.
in the
20
gulag.
27 minutes in my ass. And by the way, she was a great kisser. Hello. That's one to end on. I'm pretty much done. Like,
Are you ready for the reveal?
I mean, if I can like squeeze in, I mean,
One
I
more
guess
minute?
I guess we should like paint the top.
Oh yeah, the cone.
I mean, do you want to take half? I don't want
Yeah,
to
I'll take
like,
half. This is very intimate now. When we're splitting the cone
I
at the
know.
top.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe this could be a great way for me and Kim to like at least hook up. Like,
What?
you know, I'm just kidding. Like,
Now you slide into the DM.
can you
Yeah.
imagine how awkward our dinner would be after this?
After we painted a unicorn
Hey,
and
so
intimately hooked up in front of Lee and Xavier, yeah.
You into ass eating, Kim? I mean, we've pretty much covered it.
Strong content.
All right.
That would be of her eating my ass. That would blow up
For 27 minutes while you watch a hockey game
Right.
specific.
Well, there is a game on at 4. The Kings and the Red
my
Wings.
God.
We've got.
All right, you ready?
I'm pretty much done.
Okay, I'm going to flip it. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2. Ooh.
Yours is a lot better. I'm not
Yours
gonna
looks
lie.
cool as fuck, though.
I mean, I was just.
This was the collab of the year.
And could you now? I bet you could sell this to your fans.
I bet we could. We should see if we can auction this off. I'll split it with you.
No, it's all you can. I don't need.
wow.
I don't need auction cash. What do you think?
If you would have been like, okay, I would have been like, the rich get richer. The rich get richer.
I'm not a poor.
Yeah, if you want to buy this, let me know how much you want to buy it for in the comments, but you have to pay for the shipping too.
Now, help
You ain't
Kim
gonna get
out.
me.
Oh, you couldn't afford Kim. Like, you know, she plays like the nice natural. You know, I'll smoke a little weed. You gotta hit her with fur coats, Louis Vuitton.
That's actually not true. I'm actually much more down to earth than you'd think.
But it would help if a guy showed up with a Louis Vuitton bag.
To be honest, I'm not really like that.
Oh, okay. Well,
It would help if he showed up with like a fucking idea and a plan to build something for me. Like if he could fucking build a shelf. Like if a guy comes over and he starts fixing my things, that's what I'm into.
why do you?
More than like buying me things.
Now I'm curious.
I like a flower. I'm very simple.
So, why do? Say your last 3 boyfriends. Why did you guys break up? Like
My last 3?
Like my last 3 is because of this place. To be honest with you, but
My last boyfriend that I broke up with, I just didn't. I was really good friends with him, and I was like, maybe I like him because I like spending so much time
Right.
with him. And that conversation came up, and we tried to date, and then I realized that we just were good friends.
okay.
So that's why we broke up. The boyfriend before that, we broke up because we started dating during COVID, and I thought like the world was gonna end. So I was like, I'll go to Florida and find a husband.
Oh, did you really think that?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so then I went to Florida and I got a boyfriend and we dated during COVID and then we broke up when stand-up started again
Right.
in life. And then the boyfriend before that I dated and he was a comedian. So, you know, that never works out.
I mean, not for me.
That never works out. 2 comics should never date.
I mean, I fucked more comedians than flappers. See, that's for the comics joke. That's for
And
the
they
comics.
fuck comedians.
That's for the
The
comics.
salmon's good.
It's not good about the comedy club and you're like, the food's great.
That's actually the worst sign. If a food is good at a comedy club, the comedy is going to stink, dude. You need to get sick from the food in order for it to be good.
I mean, the food here is okay. The pizza
The
is
pizza
good.
here is pretty good.
I mean, they.
Yeah, but the lineups are kind of struggling lately. The pizza got better and the lineups got worse.
Emily, I don't condone.
I'm kidding.
No,
Thank you.
kidding.
I'm
Wait,
joking.
I'm on the lineups.
Thank you
I'm
so
just
much to the
kidding.
Comedy Store for having my podcast here.
Oh, so it's just you do it here now?
Yeah, I'm doing
Okay.
it here.
I mean, I love the store. It's just
Yeah, now you do. Look at this little fucking ass kisser.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, Earl, tell people where they can find you.
at the Comedy Store, the greatest club on earth.
1:15 a.m.
And Flappers, it's awesome. Like the salmon's great, the bagels are good, the Yoo-Hoo room.
They give you yoo-hoos in that room.
Let me tell you, if there was a comedy show in the Yoo-Hoo room on 9/11, I would have rooted for a quicker plane.
That's fucked, dude.
Earl, I'm really easy to find. Earl Skakel everywhere. EARL SKAKEL. I'm more active on Instagram and YouTube if you have to pick.
Hell yeah. And thank you so much for doing the pod. I've known Earl forever. Make sure you go give him a follow, support his stuff. You guys can find me on Kim Congdon everywhere, kimcongdon.com for show dates, patreon.com/Kim Congdon. Check out my other podcast, This Bitch with Sarah Weinshank. And also make sure you check out my special. It just came out, Childless MILF, out on YouTube right now. And thank you to the Comedy Store Studios for having me. And shout out to Biggie. See you next week.
Biggie, I love Biggie. Who is it? Biggie. Is that a wrestler?